excuse our few technical difficulties.
Well, it wasn't for me, and that's okay. I really enjoyed it. I saw it twice the opening weekend. One time I didn't see it twice just because I'm like obsessed. I saw it twice because my coworkers and stuff were going and they were doing it in Hyde Park. I wanted to make them feel comfortable. But it was a good movie.
Yeah. Make them feel comfortable.
Yeah. You got to have a representative. Have a representative with you. Like, hey, guys, you're fine.
No, but the movie has been extremely successful. It's recently surpassed $500 million internationally.
Yes, $520 million.
I know that people were buying out theaters for the past week. I've still been getting invites to come see it. Oh, it's free for you. We just bought out a theater.
It's almost odd if you haven't seen it at this point. Have y'all all seen it, by the way?
I saw it at when it was out. I caught the very first showing.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. So you went on Thursday night then?
Yeah, 10:30. I didn't get out the movie theater till 1:15.
Hey, I went last night to see it actually, and it was still a packed theater.
Yeah,
packed theater.
Yeah. I gotta take my mama.
Costumes? Did you all dress up at all?
No. So I don't have that much spirit.
I actually have
I know you
some
did.
African garb that I own.
Your post.
Yeah, I didn't wear it. I look so damn silly in that. I can't explain if it's light skin or my hair or what it is, but I look dumb.
They look at you like cultural
appropriation. I look so silly in the damn thing. Like I'm a full-fledged black person. Both my parents are black, but I cannot wear.
You just have a lifelong relaxer.
African garb and clothing. It's not.
Well, the thing is, I read an article and it talked about how some people may have misused or miswore certain pieces of garment, and that can come off as offensive.
I swear black people and African people are always beefing about something.
Yeah.
This just continues to happen.
Right, but I feel like the movie, the film, but I feel like the movie, the film Black Panther definitely helps bridge that. I don't want to get into any details or any spoilers, but it definitely brings together this whole uniting the forefront of our colored brothers and sisters.
I would hope so. I mean, I feel like this is a similar thing with the Afro Punk festival and kind of whenever African Americans wear African garb. I feel like this is constantly a thing. I mean, I don't know. If you have kind of respect for what it is and where it comes from, I think you should be fine, but it's not for me to say.
But it also speaks on just the divide between African Americans and people who are from Africa. Because when I look at the movie and I look at the world of Wakanda, it just reminds me of, I get a little jealous. Even when I meet somebody or people I know who are from Nigeria, from Ghana, from South Africa, from anywhere in Africa. It's almost like you just come from this richness of a world and of a reality that we don't necessarily have that insight or that touch with. Yeah. So it's almost as if Wakanda exists in real life, in reality. It's just us as African Americans, we never got that exposure. Yeah. And that's what was so fascinating.
Well, shit on me for living on 79th Street as a kid.
I want to give an unpopular opinion.
Maybe that was deep.
It bothers me that black folks occasionally feel like they got to tap into African history and culture.
To feel value?
To feel valued and to feel like it's, that is a more rich culture than what you have here. I mean, we don't have heroes from, I don't know, Ghana or from, Nigeria, Liberia, whatever the case, but we got Muhammad Ali, we got MLK, we got Malcolm X, W.B. Du Bois, the list goes on, and I feel like those are the folks that my history is made up of, and it'll continue.
You know what's crazy for me? I never had the ambition or the want or the thought to want to go to Africa until maybe 3-4 months ago. Mm-hmm. I never even cared about that deep back into my ancestry. What made me really want to think about it for real was when I went to Carabana. I went to Carabana and it was it's a big party, it's this big tradition. But then when we're looking at all these people in the parade hold the flags for their heritage and support who they are in celebration. My guy, when I went to the parade, me and my guy Gene went, and he originally thought he was of Cuban descent, but his cousins told him he was from a different descent. And then it was yo, I kind of want to take a 23andMe test just so I can know what descent do I have from me in general. As far as rooting it all the way back to African descent, I never really looked at it like that until I guess you can say Black Panther. Like, oh, that's beautiful. I wonder what else is back there. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
See, this is
But
so
like looking at
fascinating.
it with that, it wasn't that, oh, Wakanda is beautiful, Africa is beautiful. I should go try to find Wakanda. It was more of me like, yo, there's a lot of places in the world that are beautiful, period. This is one of them I should check
Well,
out.
I don't know. Maybe when I was in high school, I was blessed with a full scholarship to go to Ghana for 2 weeks. And yeah,
Lit.
2 weeks in the middle of the school year, missed a lot of class, came back, struggled. But anywho, it was definitely an eye opener. It just made a mother, like for there to be a motherland and for it to exist. And for us to, the way we're brought up, like I grew up on the South Side and everyone I knew was black, but whenever I would go other places, you could be the only one. And so to go somewhere where everybody's black, black people on the money is purple, red, green, colors. And then come back and look at a dollar bill. And just to bounce back from what you said as far as not necessarily showing jealousy towards what, towards the, people who are of African or from Africa, but more so just an enviness of our history is definitely valuable. Our culture is invaluable. It can't be recreated. Mm-hmm. So yes, our Malcolm X's, our Martin Luther Kings, our Angela Bassett's, our Barack Obamas, everybody, like that is amazing. Our Jay-Z's and Diddy's are all within itself and very unique to American culture.
Right.
But I'm saying when we go back before that,
Yeah.
like our history starts, like some of the people you named might go back to the 19th century. I'm saying way back to the beginning, to where your family tree starts with 3 people. We can't do that.
You know what scares me? When I take the 23andMe test and I find the white man who raped one of my ancestors.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That scares the hell out of me.
There are white people all through my family tree line.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, and shout out to Sam who's listening, but tried to skew my words into saying that I said F Africa. I said no such thing.
Did not say that. Did not say that.
Gosh, you guys want me to be the villain so bad.
But I think people should just travel. Like, if you could get out of America, I promise you, when you're in America, it's like being in a fishbowl and you're just swimming around with the other fish. You're swimming around.
Explain this
I
analogy
still ain't made it
quick.
to America's Africa. I got to go to Atlanta first.
America is a fishbowl. Like, we swim around like people in pop culture just talking about the same old stuff. So, what happened on Love and Hip Hop last night? Or what happened here? And what happened
Gunplay
there?
went to the strip. No, I'm just playing.
Well, here's an example. So when I was in high school, I went and had this incredible experience. And it was almost like leaving the fishbowl, seeing it from an outside perspective. And then when I got back, everybody was just talking about who Flavor of Love kicked off the show.
It definitely widens your perspective, which I think is a good thing.
Delicious was a great person.
It's a good thing to widen your perspective.
Delicious on Flavor of Love.
Delicious.
She was must-see TV in 2006.
Okay, so you're not interested in this. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. No. Let's move forward. One of the things that came out of the Black Panther, sort of just the entirety of the Black Panther movement and collection of news, is that apparently Lupita Nyong'o is like playing Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman. Like,
Wait, I feel
like she's flirting on both sides.
No, you cannot feel that way.
I am
feel like
all
she's flirting
for
on both sides. And I feel like
media-
Lupita might be like playing both sides of the fence. I think she's building out a roster with nothing but like multi-million-dollar black actors.
No, the media is portraying it that way because everybody wants her to be with Michael B. Jordan.
And he don't even like black women. I'm joking.
Hey, hold on. I watched the interview. He said he loves us.
He did say that. I'm just joking.
He loves us, and I will still shoot my shot.
I am just joking.
Regardless.
That's.
I am all for Lupita taking whatever shot she wants to and having whatever man she wants to as a strong black woman. Go ahead and get your men.
Man, I'm telling
you want to add me to the roster? You need a light skin and all that chocolate.
My future bae is from Wakanda.
I was gonna say.
Well, you're never gonna have a future baby because Wakanda's not a real place.
It is not a thing, unfortunately.
It can't exist.
In what, your mind?
Somewhere.
You look like you would date like T'Challa.
Oh,
old soft
ass
nigga to get thrown off the waterfall.
Yes.
A soft ass nigga to get thrown off the waterfall.
Wait, soft? No.
He lost every fight that he had as a mortal.
No, I would go out with
won
him.
the first joint.
Barely.
Yes. I mean, like in the film, I would have married him off cuff, like just
off jump.
Yes.
Well, guys, yeah.
No, I will not deny it one bit.
Man, I'm just saying it. Well, look, while we're in this Black Panther
strong,
love, we're gonna
coming
talk
strong.
While we're in this Black Panther love, we recently talked about. We talked about. Most notably, was Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of love on the internet for Nipsey Hussle. Has anybody been a Nipsey fan prior to this album?
I can't say.
The answer is no.
Yes to that.
The answer is no.
That's a negative.
I say yes to that. However, I did listen to one of his tracks off the new project. I know you can go into more detail on it, but it was a nice